First Fleet tries to kill me, and I got a fun surprise with 2 wheels gone on the trailer on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. That is Rusty, the world-famous Meatball Doll. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, this is Saturday, the 25th of June. Currently on I-81 here in Virginia, heading north. Going up to New York. Not the boroughs or Long Island, no. Don't do that anymore. Going up to some place called Delhi, New York, with a load of cans. Picked up in Morristown, Tennessee yesterday. Then was going to try to make the Petro and Rafine last night, where I reserved a spot. Luckily, I used my Ultra credit, so I didn't have to pay for it, or use my points, because I did not end up using it. The reason being is because after I almost died, I was kind of not in the mood to keep going. So boy, have I got a video to show you tonight. You know, and some guy was just complaining that well, obviously you don't like cops after I showed those cops being ass-wagons. No, it's not that I don't like cops. I don't like cops who disregard the law and don't respect the law, and also don't respect other drivers on the road and drive like idiots. That's what I don't respect. There's plenty of truck drivers I don't respect. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of lousy truck drivers out here, just like there's a lot of lousy car drivers. I just call out all the idiots and ass-wagons. But this guy yesterday, for one, perfect example of how I've always said, you know, when I did my video about speed limiters being such a bad idea, and there's reasons why, is because governed trucks, when the speed limit drops for trucks or for everybody, they don't slow down. They keep going as fast as their truck will go. And this First Fleet that passed me yesterday, as soon as the speed limit dropped to 55 for trucks on I-81 in northern Tennessee, which, why it does that, I don't understand. It's just a speed trap in my opinion. But I slowed down to about 58. Like I say, I have my own little rule. I never go more than 2 to 3 miles an hour over the speed limit, simply because I don't like to get hassled. Anyway, I had passed him when it was 70. And of course then I get in front of him and then it drops down. Now he moves over to the left and he passes me. Because he's a day cabber, he's in a governed truck, and no, he's not going to slow down for any 55 mile an hour zone. Shortly after that, we're getting up to, I think it's just past the I-26 interchange with I-81. And there's a lot of traffic merging on in the right lane and a lot of traffic trying to merge off. He's in the right lane at this point. I catch up to him, and I can see, before I even get to him, all the traffic merging in and out, and all the traffic coming to a damn near stop in the right lane. He obviously is not paying attention, and then at the last second notices he's about to crash and kill, you know, a little Honda full of nuns or whatever it is, and whips over into my lane without regard to the fact that I'm just behind him, and almost takes me out. Let's take a look. Now you can't tell, but I can already see the traffic ahead of him that was stopping, and so he whips over at the last second and almost takes me out. You know, at least he didn't kill a car full of nuns or anything, but, you know, he almost made me go off the road. I had to lock it up. Like I say, I already had a problem with the guy for, you know, not slowing down in the 55 zone there, where he should have. But, you know, like I said, government truck drivers never do. And that's one of my arguments against speed limiters on trucks. But anyway, let's take a look at that zoom and slow-mo. Now, as you can see right there, that little red car is hitting the brakes because they're about to take that exit. The silver car you can see right over there coming in is merging in, and he has to avoid both of them. This is my perspective. You got to remember the dash cam makes it look a lot further away than it is because it's got a long and wide angle lens. Oh, there's the other silver car right there. But, you know, he had to barely miss those guys because he wasn't paying attention to the traffic slowing down in front of him. He had to lock up his brakes. They were smoking. I had to lock up mine. They were smoking. For all I know, that contributed to a problem I have later that we'll talk about. But look at this guy. He should have known. He's obviously a day cab. He runs this route probably all the time, and he should have known better. What an ass-wagon. Anyway, well, just stopped at the Petro and Rafine. I hadn't been there in a long time. They've put in a whole other new building. They're expanding even more. I talked to them and I said, well, you're still the second biggest truck stop in the country. And they said, yeah, we're almost there though. We're going to be bigger than the one in Walcott, Iowa. So how about that? Anyway, topped off the fuel. Was only able to put on about 85 gallons because Pennsylvania is well over $6 a gallon to me. I paid $5.21 a gallon. That's my price there. So to top it off, it's actually cheaper in New York State than it is in Pennsylvania. That tells you something. That's almost never the case. I think it's going to be about $5.69 or something to me there. So I'm going to go ahead and top off when I get up to Binghamton, New York, to that TA, where I'm going to stay until I deliver, because that's going to be cheaper. And you know, I've noticed ever since I've been back out here, it typically goes up again on a Monday and tends to kind of stay the same over the weekend. It actually dropped a little bit last night, which is amazing, by about 8 cents a gallon. So I've got to play that fuel game and try to, you know, save wherever I can, and that's one thing I got to do that. Well, anyway, after that guy almost killed me yesterday, I drove up to Wytheville. I hate the TA there, so I went a little further. I went to the exit, first exit with a pilot, and or a Flying J, I guess it is. And I really don't like pilots and Flying J's either. So there's a Circle K right next to it that I did find a spot to park at, so I stayed there. And I decided, yeah, I'm just staying here tonight. I gave up that one I had reserved, because after almost dying, I just really wasn't in the mood anymore. Plus, I've got all weekend to get this load up to New York. It doesn't deliver until 6 a.m. Monday morning. But as you can see, it's starting to get dark already, because it's already 8:16 p.m. here in Virginia on I-81. This is one of the busiest trucking corridors in the country. So I wanted to get a little road video before it gets too dark. So I'm going to be driving late tonight into early Sunday morning, where hopefully I'll get there, you know, not too early, but well, early enough that maybe some people will start leaving and I can get a place to park and I won't have to reserve one. Kind of my goal. And then I'll put this video together and I'll take a nice long break until I have to deliver at 6 a.m. Monday morning. So I'm going to have to leave at like 4:30 in the morning, because I'll still be about 70 miles away, maybe even more like 4 o'clock. So get a nice long break there, and then we'll see where we go from there come later Monday morning. Hopefully it'll be another load that pays decently. This one actually pays pretty good, so I can't argue with that. Don't want to do any more of those driving for free loads, but we'll just see. Sometimes New York, especially these days, you just never know what you're gonna get. Alright, so check this out. Had my trailer ABS light come on me while I was driving. Stopped about a half hour before I got here, or was it an hour and a half? It was about an hour and a half before I got here to Binghamton, New York, early this morning. It is Sunday the 26th. And usually if you have an issue with that, it's usually the plug between the truck and the trailer. Unplugged it, plugged it back in on the trailer, and unplugged it, plugged it back in on the truck. Shut the truck off, started it again, and light went away. Problem solved, right? You think? You'll never believe what I found when I got here to the TA in Binghamton, New York. Look at this situation. What does not look right in this picture? Hello! Driving 13 years, I've never seen anything like this. I can't believe it. I lost both wheels, both tires, and the drum, which holds your tires and wheels on, and has the brakes to go against. The brakes are just barely hanging on there. So somehow I lost them, most likely, between that rest area I stopped at an hour and a half before I got here and here. And that's probably why the ABS light was on, because it was probably already loose, and so the sensor wasn't in the right spot. But since the light went out after I plugged them back in, I thought all was alright. I've never seen anything like this. So, unbelievable. What's really weird is I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, and what's the strangest, I didn't feel anything. trailer was pulling just like normal, is what it felt like. You know, it felt a little rough, but I'm in northern Pennsylvania and New York on I-81, which is one of the roughest roads in the country. So I couldn't tell whether anything was wrong or it's the road. But I just happened to, you know, walk around the truck and trailer as I usually do when I get to any place and stop, and saw that, and I'm just blown away. Just can't believe it. I mean, yes, I know crap happens, but wow, is that weird? And the fact that I didn't feel it at all, the trailer kept pulling like normal, with 2 wheels gone. Hello. So I've checked into the service department. The overnight guy, they said, well, he can't handle that. The senior tech's supposed to be in at 6 a.m. So they'll pull me in. We'll see if he can do it, if he can fix it. I don't know if they can do it or not. It's just a TA. If not, I'm gonna have to go to a local trailer shop or something, which I've looked on the internet. There's a couple. Of course, they don't open till Monday. Here it is Sunday. So there may be nothing they can do, and I have to wait until Monday, which means I won't make my delivery at 6 a.m. Monday morning. Can't drive around the roads like that. Cops will tend to notice that. That's why I figure it had to be shortly before I got here this happened, but holy crap. I've never seen anything like that. Losing 2 wheels and you don't even feel it? That is just weird. I've never seen that before in my life. Completely gone. Just gone. Both wheels, both tires, the drum. The only thing left on that axle was the brake pads. The new ones I bought just 3 months ago. At least I saved that. My God. Yeah, well, the TA shop here this morning, the main guy came in. He's an experienced tech, old school guy, and he looked at that and said, I have seen this quite a few times before. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. So he said probably what happened, this is his guess, is that some road debris came up, hit the glass on the wheel seal there to hold the oil in. Oil leaked out, axle heated up, and when the axle heated up, then the drum got loose and just started working its way off. That would explain then why I got I had a trailer ABS light issue when I stopped an hour and a half south of here, unplugged the pigtail, plugged it back in, and the light went away. So I assumed, oh, okay, it was just a pigtail issue, which happens a lot on ABS lights on the trailer. And then probably the reason the ABS light was on is because it was already starting to get a little bit loose. And then the last 90 miles or so up here, somewhere along the way, it got itself loosened off of there and took both wheels with it and just went flying off. And hopefully didn't hit anybody or anything. Unbelievable. I thought it was riding a little rough, but that's one of the roughest stretches of road in the country is I-81 from Scranton up here to Binghamton, New York. Didn't seem any worse than usual. Blows my mind. I've never seen that in my 13 years of doing this. That the wheels, the tires, the drums are just gone. And now the bad news. So now I have to pay an axle surgeon. And of course there's not one here in town. Looks like the closest is going to be Rochester, New York. So they have to come over. They're going to have to cut off the axle in, put on a new one, rethread it, do their axle surgeon job. That's going to be big money. Once that's all done, and that'll probably take a day at least, if I can even get them here, now I got to buy 2 more tires, 2 more wheels, a new drum, probably other stuff. At least my brake pads are still there. But I was supposed to deliver at 6 a.m. Monday morning, 70 miles from here. That's not going to happen, obviously. I talked about in my last video, I spent $2,600 in the last couple of weeks on DOTs, new steer tires, other issues, then the APU, getting all that fixed. Then my wife and I tried to save, $600 to $800 by doing the trailer skirt brackets ourselves. We've put a lot of work into that. And now, after driving for free earlier this week, and now this is going to be $2,500 to $3,000 at least. So that'll mean another week of no paycheck. Okay, I didn't get no paycheck last week. I made like $300. The week before that, I made like $600. And this will be another week where I'm not going to make any money, because now I got to cover this. Boy, you know, when life sucks, it really sucks. I got to get it fixed. I can't move the truck and trailer now with missing 2 wheels and the brake drum, and oh my God. I think I'm a fairly nice guy. I try to be fairly positive. I don't piss people off. I obey most of the rules, and I just keep getting kicked in the frickin' teeth with an iron boot. Oh my God. Yes, the proverbial when it rains, it freaking pours, and I'm soaking wet. Thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, so God knows how long we're going to be stuck here in Binghamton, New York. Gotta love it, right, Rusty? Well, at least we got dog food, and we got my food, and but my God, I've spent so much in repairs lately. I've done a lot of repairs on my own, and now God knows what this is going to cost. So, more driving for free. So I hope you appreciate all the crap you buy at the store, people. When people like me right now are losing my ass to bring it to you. Anyway, alright, enough bitching. Right? Well, try to be positive. It ain't easy. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe, please like and comment. I get to your comments as soon as I can, probably pretty quick after this one, because I'm just sitting here. Don't forget to ring the bell for notification, so you know when the new videos come out. There's Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. You think you got troubles? I got troubles with hair on them. Always been ready. No, you got to come down here. That's not fair. Come on, come down first. All right, here it goes, there it goes. Now it's up in your pet bed. And you found it. All right. I know, they're just little pieces right now. We're at the bottom of the bag, so we'll give you a plethora of pieces. See, there you go. That's why I made up the bacon strip dog song. Started to cough because you're eating it too fast. And you say, what's the bacon strip dog song? Well, it goes, he's a bacon strip dog. He's a bacon strip dog. Sometimes it eats too fast and he starts to cough. He's a bacon strip dog. I don't know. I think I could sell that to George Strait. What do you think? Brad Paisley? I don't know. I haven't followed country music in a while. I don't know who the big ones are. All right, happy dog luck. Up here.